The Communication Department in the Southern Asia Pacific Division set a historical debut in 2007 in the realm of television production. Evidently, SSD is capable of producing world-class television programs that are now being aired in Hope Channel International, the official Adventist television network. The pre-production started earlier in the year with the conceptualizing phase, script writing, graphics, and field interviews and taping video rolls. Everyone was committed to finish the whole production without leaving one episode undone. Volunteers and talents worked together in the various areas of the production. This experience gave an amazing discovery of production talents and volunteers from all parts of the Philippines. Days were full and busy, and many endured sleepless nights. Among the highlights of Project Hope Philippines was the amazing spirit of unity of the whole team. Some of the studio guests were medical specialists and high-profile government workers, many of whom were not Adventists, and were impressed by the unified effort of the production crew. It was a pleasant experience for them to come into the studio and participate in the production. Prayer was offered with each guest on the set at the beginning of taping each program. To come to the beautiful and hospitable SSD headquarters definitely made a positive impact for the church. Many requested information as to how they could watch Hope Channel. The crew, most of them professionals in their own field, were amateurs in TV production, nonetheless contributed to the endeavor of bringing out a well-executed production. Everyone had the same goal in mind, which is to demonstrate talents with a Filipino flavor and be part of spreading the good news of God's love and saving grace. Dr. Francisco Gayoba, one of the preachers in the Gospel Exposition series, had gotten a little behind on the production schedule. Yet on the final day, the team managed to shoot 12 sermons, including music pieces and host segments. Pastor Gayoba might have set a Hope Channel record by finishing his final sermon at 1:24 a.m. with as much energy and clarity of thought as if it was the first production of the day. The last days of filming proved to be the most challenging. It was thought necessary to tape the complex youth shows with a studio audience on the set and a number of segments within. The production goal of 132 programs was exceeded by 147 one-half-hour tape programs during the 22-day production. The evangelistic ministry of Project Hope was brought into sharp focus. A young volunteer from the commercial theater made a life-changing decision of gaining victory over smoking during the early days of taping, and he has decided to come back to the church. One team member who works for ABS-CBN, a Philippine television network, took a month's leave without pay. At the last Hope Channel taping week, his boss called him and told him to go pick up his check. Melissa Lee, communications major at Oakwood College in the U.S., traveled the farthest to join the technical team. Andrew Hunt from Australia, who had the tasking job of directing all the shows, reflected that this is the ultimate opportunity to serve God in an area which he enjoys. Most exciting for him is helping to produce evangelistic resources which will help change lives. He was impressed as he observed the skill of the amateur cameraman take on a new level of proficiency after the first 2 days of taping. Dr. Jonathan Catolico, who shared the role of executive producer with Candace Thorpe, already has set on duplicating Project Hope in other countries of the SSD and continuing the production project next year in the Philippines with his competent and great team. Many of the producers believe next year would even be better as they now know how to prepare and what needs to be done for success. Clearly, the Lord is opening some unusual doors of opportunity for greater expansion of Hope Channel throughout the country, and more culturally adapted programming will be a huge blessing. Also in the year, Dr. Catolico in his travels went to the local churches and other Adventist institutions to give seminars. More students, church pastors, and members are now trained and exposed to the avenues of media like print, radio, TV, and the internet. Another change that encouraged more opportunities to teach and further reach the local church members happened when we shifted from regional and union-wide training to institutional or localized seminars. Dr. Catolico would invite professionals in the field of writing, editing, desktop publishing, web design, and even photography and videography to join him in his travels to farther distances in the SSD territory. Media skills seminars have now come to Yangon in Myanmar and Dhaka in Bangladesh. In the Philippines, students of Matutum View Academy and South Philippine Adventist College enjoy the informative lectures on how to maximize the different avenues of communication. These seminars were also brought to the Negros Oriental Siquijor Mission in Dumaguete City, Negros Occidental Conference in Bacolod City, West Visayan Conference in Iloilo City, and Southwestern Mindanao Attached Field in Zamboanga City. These are only a few of the success stories that happened during the year. Your prayers for us and the support you're giving to the church has made a tremendous contribution to the success we have now attained. There's more to be done and other places to reach. We are looking forward to that day when all our plans for the church will be realized, that the love of Christ will be shared to every person.